Hello everybody, Disciple here with Overwatch Curios. With so many diehard Overwatch fans out there, tons of people have been pumping out awesome fan art of their favorite heroes with some new skins since the game was announced. These sweet pieces of art range from badass to just plain weird, but all of them are pretty top notch. The creativity of the community sometimes even rivals or exceeds that of Overwatch's skin designs that are already in the game thus far, and it shows a ton of dedication and skill. Let's check out the top 10 that stand out from the rest. First up, we have some amazing art from Fabelina. She's got a huge range of fairy skin concepts for many of the heroes in Overwatch, pretty much the entire roster at this point, and this Zenyatta really stands out with his wooden carved orbs, the nature style belt with all the flowers on it, and the 6-wing design creating a rounder backdrop to the Omnic Monk. His body was swapped out for wood over metal, rounding out the Mother Nature approach to this design, but still keeping with the harmony theme that Zenyatta fans have come to love about the hero. Zenyatta's theme and style has always revolved around the natural flow and synergy with the universe, so this skin sort of feels like a natural evolution or devolution of the Zenyatta mantra, albeit in a more druidic type form. Fabelina's style and work across the Blizzard franchises is creative and well loved by plenty of members of the community and the dev team alike, and it's definitely worth checking out. Steampunk is a familiar style in a ton of fantasy games, books, and movies, and this steampunk skin for D.Va by Julian Friedrich just feels right. The Victorian-style clothes fit D.Va's smaller figure pretty well, and all of the things hanging from her clothing like the utility belt, her wrist device, and of course the signature headphones really make sense with the entire D.Va mech sort of theme. The rivets and buckles all over the place follow the theme as well, alongside the tools and messy garage. You can picture her working on a steam-powered mech covered in grease with some fancy-style pistol at her side. Maybe even a monocle for the effect. You can easily visualize her getting childishly frustrated when her mecha doesn't work quite right and giving it a swift kick, only to have the steam engines kick right on. The imagery seems to fit her attitude very, very well. Next up, we've got this killer metal-clad armor skin for Mercy from Ye Amber. Mercy is known for her softer, more radiant approach to visuals with most of her skins. Even Devil Mercy still has a pretty soft touch. This skin, however, screams Battle Medic more than any skin we've seen for the Swiss Miracle Worker. Instead of a soft light, her wings are bladed in red, her breastplate and shoulders are bulkier and sharpened up, and the metal skirt on her hips looks like it could take more than a few direct hits. It may remind you of something straight out of the Warhammer 40k canon maybe. The gray, silver, and red colors kinda say, "Don't mess with me or I'll mess you up," in a subtle but fairly direct way. Even her blaster looks much more dangerous in this theme, which is something that Mercy mains are probably dying for. Alright, this one is crazy. This Omnic Widowmaker from Mike L takes the cold, emotionless sniper assassin and turns her into a cold, emotionless, robotic sniper assassin, which is pretty awesome. Right off the bat, you can get a dark, sinister feeling from the colors, and the webbing on her torso, arms, and legs looks straight out of a Venom comic, which is also pretty cool. You can almost hear her Omnic voice spouting off lines of elite smugness as she pops you square in the head. It's all tied together with her Widow's Kiss rifle painted in the same black, red, and white theme. A good Widow player is bad enough, but a good Widow player in this skin would be absolutely terrifying. Remy Paul brings us a Wicked Tracer reskin that is much more dark and roguelike than her bouncy, happy default skins. With the sharp metal blades on her bracers and chest surrounding her chronal accelerator, plus a red bandana around her forehead, it kinda looks like a Metal Gear meets Tracer matchup. The black and yellow stripes remind you of a wasp ready to sting you right in the face with her streamlined pistol designed, locked, and loaded. The best part of this skin? She finally gets rid of those techno Crocs and replaces them with some killer sneakers. Her voice lines would probably be just as witty and obnoxious as they already are, albeit with maybe a more evil tone and a bit pushier. Here's another piece from the same artist, Remy Paul, turning Pharah's very sharp and angled look into a flowing, curvy version of the Justice Bringer. Gone are the bold blues of her standard Raptora suit, and they're replaced with some more softer neutral colors. The skin resembles a more traditional mech suit from popular anime, and the full-sized helmet that covers her face reinforces that approach. It's a lot less bulky than a regular gear, and it looks as if it'd be a lot faster as well, potentially. The shoulders keep with the armor-esque style, and the soft blue lights all over the place really bring it together. This skin sort of takes away from the justice reigns from above approach to Pharah, which is brought on by a more security or police-like vibe that her default skin presents. This one's a more sci-fi military action style. Her voice lines might even be a little bit more robotic or adjusted at least a little. Perhaps this is an evolved Omnic design mixing machine AI and the Reptora suit? The Winter Wonderland event happened in Overwatch last year, and this Snow Angel Mercy from Peter Burrows would have fit in really damn well. The first thing you notice here is that the awesome rework of the Caduceus staff, complete with a lantern hanging from the top. Her suit looks much softer than normal, with it being based on cloth as well as having fuzzy bits at the end of her sleeves, boots, and belt. Of course, the hood makes the set look very warm and cozy, and the little fuzzy balls hanging from her neck gives it kind of a hoodie feel. It looks like there's a snowstorm swirling in the blades of her wings, which is also a pretty awesome touch as well, and this is definitely a skin I would have loved to see in the game coming from the last event. But who knows, maybe the Overwatch team can even take inspiration from it and give us something like this next year. Straight out of Slavic folklore, this Baba Yaga skin from Joust is just about as creepy as it is amazing. The Baba Yaga supernatural being that looks like a deformed, ferocious woman who may help or hinder people who cross her path. She lives in the forest and is very nature-centric in the mythology. Sticking with this theme, the Baba Diva skin looks straight from the forest with the fabled chicken legs, taken pretty literally in this sense, as well as the wooden house and branches flowing from the top. Diva herself is also very witch-like in this, with thatch and twigs sticking out from her suit, and her blaster has gone from bunny to frog. It reminds us of the druids from fantasy games like World of Warcraft, mixed with some of our own old folklore. Very all-natural, using everything and wasting nothing. Wouldn't be surprised if she fired acorns as her pellets, but I overall think it's a really great theme, and this is some excellent work. Now, just about as creepy as it is awesome as well, we've got Plague Doctor Mercy from General Thunderbat. Way back in the 14th century, the Black Plague spread to all kinds of places, and a lot of folks decided to take on the profession of the Plague Doctor. The creepy suits and masks commonly worn by these guys were actually designed to try and keep the plague out, and the masks were filled with things that had overwhelming smells like flowers and herbs because they thought the plague was airborne in nature. The whole thing was scary and weird, and you can also see all those influences in the skin that takes Mercy from the pretty, light-filled, angelic style to the complete opposite. The best part, aside from the mask of course, is her wooden pistol with what looks like a serum of some kind attached to the bottom, presumably to treat the plague patients. The skin doesn't show anything for her staff or suit, though wouldn't it be awesome if her Caduceus staff was transformed into a tall wooden staff with maybe some sort of bird's head on it to match the mask? And she could don crow's wings to fill out the skin and take care of the abilities requiring her to fly and hover as well. This skin doesn't really make a lot of sense lore-wise or even with Mercy's character, but who cares? It's pretty awesome. Alright, and the video wouldn't be complete without a plug for our favorite skin in the game, this Gaming Curios themed Diva skin. Svix dropped this awesome custom recolor of everyone's favorite mecha pilot in black and purple with the Gaming Curios emblem right there on the front. The color scheme is more badass than cute, like the default pink skin, and it looks like it's ready for GG at any second. Diva herself gets her hair done to blonde, which really contrasts with the darker skin theme rounding out the entire look. Such a sick tribute to the channel that we had to use it in the outro videos, and it was very well done by Svix. And in case you guys are curious, it's purple because it was originally made for the Overwatch Moments channel, while this channel, of course, rocks the orange. These are just a few of the awesome skin ideas and art that you can find around the community. Did you know that Blizzard actually has a wall of their favorite fan art and media, including skins right in the middle of the Overwatch developer's office? That's how seriously excellent these guys are, and that wall just keeps on growing. Well, that's all I've got for you guys today. but I know there are tons of amazing skins out there that deserve some recognition. Let me know what your favorite skin is down below, and what your favorite skin from the video was that you'd like to see in the game. I seriously love to hear from you guys, and it's also awesome if you could possibly drop a like below and subscribe for more videos in the future. Anyway, that's going to be it from me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.